Resigned in disgrace, the king asked Winston Churchill to form the government. 1990, China released 211 people held prisoners since the Tiananmen Square uprising. Most Westerners believe the Chinese wanted to recapture international goodwill with that release. In 1934, in the United States, a great dust storm swept across the American plains. In many ways, it was a self-inflicted wound. Acre after acre of grassland had been plowed up to grow green. In 1932, there were 14 dust storms. In 1933, the number doubled. In 1934, the mother of all storms helped propel America right into the middle of the Great Depression. All of these things happened during a week that was very much this week in history.
Okay, sorry guys, we're live. Yeah, we're live.
Time now to acknowledge some viewers who are celebrating a special milestone today.
Yeah, and today we're gonna film on the TV in the background. I'm really trying to fix it. It's mostly because, well, I'm playing during the day because I have to go to sleep soon at 10, which isn't soon for my time, but still.
Happy 52nd anniversary to David and Bessie Gifford.
And last stream, which no one watched, by the way,
happy birthday.
I got the Volt,
is turning 96.
and I'm going to be using that Volt in today's video. No helicopter, none of that.
Happy birthday,
only the Volt.
And a happy 58th anniversary to John and Marjorie Price of North Harbor.
So one thing
there's the happy couple
that I really want to play with is my Volt. And sorry, but I also don't know if my friend's getting on. He's probably not, but if he does, then you'll see in chat my friend has joined. Okay, if you see Potato has joined, that's my friend, and you know him. We record a lot together, but I'm starting to record on my own.
And Eileen Russell, who is her friend 60 years. Happy 57th anniversary. This is the final greeting this evening. A beautiful photo taken 57 years ago.
See, I got the Volt, and it was the last live stream. I'm pretty sure like no one's watching my stream.
And we always do,
anyways, since I just started.
Yeah,
no one has. Also, guys, don't ask me to do the first person glitch. That has been patched. I've tried it already. I still don't get how that was game breaking and they had to patch it, but they did.
And I would like to wish a happy Mother's Day to my mom, Kay Rice.
And yeah, I'm recording this on Mother's Day, so yeah. I'm just saying, I'm recording this on Mother's Day. Dang it, I should have used my bubble like him. This is why you always have to. I have to rob the bank without dying. Also, guys, like I said in the last stream, if I had the Volt bike, if I got the Volt bike in that stream, which I did, so now I'm also giving away money. I got 100K from grinding, just to let you know. This guy doesn't have the Volt. I don't know it.
You're viewing Canada Super TV.
Also, I really hope this TV doesn't expose my location, because I really don't want my location exposed on live stream.
Sunday night,
I learned from someone.
In Ukraine.
I got their IP address. So.
Visit to Kyiv, touring the destruction and reopening the Canadian embassy.
He replied.
Be flying over the streets of Kiev.
Guys, I know I was ranting a lot last video about like going on and on about how you should subscribe and like. So I'm gonna try to keep my mouth shut this time. Stop saying all that, because man, I just don't like it.
Plus, ahead by a century.
I
The growing number of Canadians
really put
sent to
care into you
areas who
guys.
say 100
Oh,
is
here
the
I
new
go.
90.
My voice can't stop ranting.
50, 60, 70, 80, 50.
I barely have control!
Good evening and thank you for joining us on a day the Canadian Prime Minister made a surprise visit to the Ukrainian capital. Justin Trudeau arrived in Kyiv, flanked by the deputy.
I don't know how to put fundraisers on a live stream.
The destruction in the nearby suburb of Irpin. Reopened the
I don't
Canadian
think I
embassy,
would
which
need
was closed
to
in
do
early
a
February amid
fundraiser.
fears of
You know,
Russian
I know it
invasion.
looks like I'm going
And
off
Trudeau
to
then
my
held
nose
a
heavy,
joint
but
press
really.
conference
Oh,
with
I
the
wasn't going to
Ukrainian
store.
president.
Wait, didn't I
When I
already
was
have
in
a bunch
Ukraine
of...
this morning,
Oh, no, I didn't.
I saw just how much Ukrainians can do
Oh, don't go
standing
that one.
against
Last time I made a
a
mistake
force
by that.
8 times as large as they were. It is an inspiration, but I also saw the work that we're going to have to do all together to rebuild those communities, to rebuild an even stronger future for Ukraine, and that's
This so
exactly
I can
what
rob
we'll
the
be
bank
doing.
truck if I have to.
To that end, the Prime Minister also announced new supports for
Also, guys, last
more sanctions
live stream I
against
think went
Russia.
on for
Our
2
Europe
hours
Bureau
or
Chief
1
Christopher
hour.
Hansing joins us now from Kyiv with
I'm
the
not sure if I'm
details.
gonna do 2 hours this live stream,
Jeff, the day of this
but
visit
I
is
might do a little
significant.
bit.
May 8th, when Europeans mark Allied nations defeating Nazi Germany. It's a sign of unity and support with Ukraine as it battles for its freedom in Europe's largest land war since 1945. A show of confidence in Ukraine's capital as the Canadian embassy gets ready to reopen. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, along with his second-in-command, Chrystia Freeland, and Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly took the honors of raising the flag.
I know I'm gonna be silent,
The embassy shut down.
so don't expect a lot of talking in this video, because really it's just playing jailbreak and grinding. And plus this time I didn't make the mistake of making my live stream unlisted at the start, which means like a 3/4 into the live stream, no one watched it, which means only a quarter of the live stream is shown. But yes, I did buy the boat bike. If you actually did watch that. And I just didn't notice. Also, there's probably no one on my live stream right now, because most likely always.
I saw just how much Ukrainians can do standing against
No smooth.
8 times
No smooth live streaming. Don't care.
defending their homes, defending their land, pushing back against the Russian illegal invasion.
Trudeau came with more than just support of wars, announcing the removal of tariffs on all Ukrainian imports for 1 year. $25 million for food security,
Wait,
money
what?
for demining
I don't see
programs,
this.
plus more drone cameras, satellite imaging, small arms, and
I'm gonna take this boat
munitions,
bike.
plus more sanctions.
I don't care if it isn't mine.
Canada will support Ukraine as
I
you
like the
seek
color
justice
on
for your people who Russia is killing and
it's
brutalizing.
neon red.
With his country still engaged in a bloody and horrific war,
Could use some
Ukraine's
light,
president says
but
he still
I
needs
can't do that.
specific defensive weapons to ensure his country's freedom.
Also, if you're walking in the background, there's just people walking by my PC.
Ukraine's president says he believes the situation of other nations will hold help and encouraging others to step up.
Christopher Hansing in Kyiv. Thanks, Chris. And some American diplomats also made a temporary return to Kyiv today, 1 month after the U.S. Secretary of State.
Also, guys, if anything inappropriate happens in chat, like a bypass way of talking in chat, then I can't blur it, so cuss words, you know, I'm saying cuss words because it's funny, and what's called swear words? Bro, what?
Southwestern Ukraine.
You guys saw that. that? What?
Ukraine's First Lady.
Whatever.
That high-level diplomacy in Kyiv came as fighting continued in the
I want
east
that
of the country.
spoiler.
More than 60 people were feared dead after an airstrike in a school
all
where
the
people were
spoilers
taking
I have.
shelter. And the Ukrainian president warned to expect more attacks in
Whatever.
the coming hours.
Fine,
as
I'll
Russia
answer this
prepares to
vehicle.
mark a major military anniversary. Abigail Beeman reports.
My son died in my hands. Life has no meaning to me now, says this woman. As mothers around the world celebrate Mother's Day, many in Ukraine are thinking of children lost. Her hope for other mothers is to see their children survive. Some will. More than 300 civilians have now been rescued from the Azovstal steel plant in Mariupol, the city key to Moscow's efforts to create a land bridge between the Crimean Peninsula and parts of the eastern Donbass region controlled by Russian-backed separatists. Azov regiment leaders say the steel mill was still under intensive shelling Saturday, and there are hundreds of troops still inside, many of them wounded, needing help. While in Luhansk, the death toll of this group bombed by Russia Saturday has climbed to as high as 60. 9 were sheltering inside.
It is about staying in power. And Vladimir Putin knows that in the history of Russia, when governments lost the war, they usually lost power.
A very different scene in Russia.
I'm just gonna ask someone kindly if they can nuke.
I'm not quite sure why he's been so foolish, to be blunt.
Rehearsals are underway for Putin's Victory Day celebrations on Monday, a holiday commemorating the Soviet Union's defeat of Nazi Germany in the Second
Who
World
is
War.
level
With
10
speculation he could use the
in the
opportunity to
season?
either ramp up fighting or declare victory over Ukraine.
I think
In
there's
the
slightly too
season.
much optimism in Western capitals that the momentum is going to stay on Ukraine's side.
Sunday,
Probably
G7
not.
leaders held a call with Ukraine's president. As a group, they're promising to
What's
further
knocking
isolate
over?
Russia economically, as well as either ban or phase out Russian oil. A lot more difficult
Let's
for
get pop
European
tires of a
nations than
criminal's
North
vehicle.
American, but they're
Rob the
promising
bank
to do so
without
in a
dying.
quote,
I
timely
need help by a
fashion.
private server.
Jack.
If I can
Abigail Beeman
afford
in
it.
Ottawa. Thanks,
Which
Abigail.
probably not.
The United States
But I want to
could be on
look.
the verge
Plus, I'm
of a
leaving because,
seismic
well,
shift over how much say a woman has
why
over her
not?
body. Democrats are attempting to enshrine
Yeah, I'm not
abortion
looking at
access
that.
into law after last week's leak of a
We're
Supreme
going
Court
over
draft
here. How
opinion
much
that
is a
seeks to
private server?
overturn the landmark Roe
What
versus
the?
Wade ruling.
What
Republican
the heck?
states are also gearing up for a fight. And as Reggie Cicchini explains, any decision that restricts abortion rights could find itself on the opposite side of popular opinion.
Fearful that a woman's decision over her own body may be stripped away, a collective voice
I'm just
flooded
joining
into
his
the
private
streets of
server.
the U.S. over the weekend to pressure lawmakers and
His-
courts to back off.
We're not just
Wait, I need a
down
key
and
card.
let the Supreme Court take away our
Great, I have to rob the
In
plane
Washington,
so I can
D.C.,
get a
the
key
protests
card.
appeared at the front doors of 2 conservative Supreme Court justices who appear to back the right-leaning majority in overturning Roe versus Wade. Sending
My
shockwaves
friend
down the
doesn't have
spine
access
of
to
the
the server.
community.
Part of what's so problematic about these laws is that they violate our
You won't be able to
obligations and our
join.
ethics.
This is
That
one of
is
my
now putting
friends.
lawmakers on the spot.
We are going to say not on our watch. They can't duck it anymore.
8 months after the House passed a bill on abortion rights, Senate Democrats will bring a vote on similar legislation this week. And while the numbers aren't on their side, momentum
Make
could be.
this money.
If we are not
I'm not
successful,
trying to do
then
it
we
for
go
the
to
money.
ballot box.
The majority of Americans support unfettered access to an abortion, but with the public split over where the line should be drawn in terms of maximum times to obtain the procedure, the GOP will be left to navigate the data and not erode anti-abortion support ahead of the
I'm gonna go over
midterms.
to the
We want to increase the services for maternal
to
health.
thing.
to
Hopefully a
increase
criminal.
the services
No, I don't think a
for
criminal
adoption
can.
services.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Arkansas
swap
Republican
teams just so I can
governor
call
says
in one of those
exemptions in cases
cargo
of rape
planes.
and incest need to be a part of the debate, but that's not something all states intend to do. Politics aside, doctors' main concern is for the well-being of those whose decisions might be made for them.
We're going to keep trying to get our patients connected with the care that they need.
While a court decision is still weeks away, the battle over values only digs deeper. Reggie Cicchini, Global News, Washington.
Iqaluit has just completed an investigation into its worst water contamination crisis. Last fall, fuel leaked into the water supply, leaving it undrinkable for 2 months. Then in January, the water became contaminated again from a different
Also,
source.
why is it so
Now, the US
bumpy?
reports on the cause and concerns about clean drinking water in Canada's northernmost city.
With the smell
I'll show
of
you
fuel
when I
coming
try.
off their drinking water last fall, Iqaluit residents were
See, it fixes
desperate
itself.
to find any safe supply.
I think it is the biggest crisis that the city has ever faced.
The contamination came from an old fuel tank buried underground near the city's water treatment plant. The contamination meant every business resident had to rely on bottled water for weeks.
Here in Canada, in a major city in Canada in 2021, is very disturbing.
The city worked quickly to solve the problem, but just a few weeks later, the water was contaminated again.
No kernel plant here.
A month later, we had another contamination event, which was surprising to us as, we felt confident about the remediation efforts that have happened.
Now, an investigation has revealed what went wrong, finding that the two events were unrelated. The source the second time, a water sealant product improperly installed, seeped into the drinking supply. But the back-to-back scares have highlighted just how vulnerable Canada's Arctic water infrastructure has become, especially as the North Pole has the fast-tracked impact of climate change.
What we're seeing
So
that's a real serious impact on economics is the tanker leak. And so we're getting a lot of water breaks and water leaks in our distribution system.
The city is also seeing wide fluctuations in precipitation levels. In both 2018 and 2019, the city declared water emergencies because its reservoir levels became dangerously low. Last month, the federal government announced a $215 million funding promise to help Iqaluit improve its water infrastructure system for the long term. A badly needed investment residents hope will keep their water clean and safe through the long years ahead. Heather, US West Global News, Calgary.
Coming up, Bono in a bomb shelter. U2's surprise concert in Ukraine. Plus, a proposed new weapon against COVID-19 that's really on the nose.
I'll ask that. If I'm going to do this, I'm gonna need a donation.
For relief, the brand to try first is the
Who can give
the most trusted and fastest growing brand.
for
Let the
2K?
relief begin with Salon Pass. It's good
Me for 2K.
This comes from Katrina in Saskatoon. I'm super freaking obsessed with my PC Money account. My partner Brooke says I won't shut up about it. I love that I can manage my spending, and even though it's not a credit card, I get points on every dollar I spend. Plus, I get free stuff. This year, I'm going for 1,000,000 points. That's awesome, Katrina. If you're super freaking excited, I'm super freaking excited. From banking with no monthly fees to rewards you can get excited about. Sign up for the PC Money account today.
Looking for an effective bacterial pink eye treatment? Try Polysporin Pink Eye, conveniently available without a prescription. Its Heal Fast formula eliminates bacteria and relieves redness and itchiness. Try Polysporin Pink Eye.
Please don't be a scammer.
It's time to even the odds. Learn more at mathhealth.ca/eventheodds.
I swear, if you arrest me,
It's time to
this is a
even the odds.
pistol.
Learn more at mathhealth.ca/eventheodds.
I had this crazy idea Monday on a shocking night. She was fine.
It's not working.
This guy's bringing people to the brink of death. There's only one episode left. And then there's the skills to bring
Try
them
one
back
more time.
to the season finale. If John is this, you will take care of the experience.
I'll try one more time.
Episode of 911, Monday at 9:30 on Canada's Superstation.
Gave you the 2K. Okay,
The
good.
emergence of new COVID-19 variants has been a persistent thorn in the side of vaccine manufacturers. The now dominant Omicron subvariants are better at spreading and evading protection. That's why some scientists are now turning their attention to a new
I think he's trying to arrest me.
Tamper transmission. Nasal sprays. Jamie Morocco explains. Iron down and ready to go.
Dr. Marc-André Langlois and a team of scientists at the University of Ottawa are trying to take on one of COVID-19's strongest attributes, its ability to spread. Their solution? A new vaccine you spray up your nose.
The current vaccines, the mRNA vaccines, are excellent
Alright,
at
guys.
preventing severe
Understand.
disease.
Trap.
Where
Bank.
they are less effective is at preventing transmission.
COVID tends to enter through the nose and throat. A nasal spray could allow the body to form immunity at
Oh,
the
someone's already
mucus
robbed.
layer, blocking it from moving any further
Alright,
into the body, versus an intramuscular vaccine like the current mRNA shots, which attack the virus.
That's how hard.
Slows down evolution is stopping the number of
Oh dang, the bank closed. That's just great.
Sterilizing immunity when your antibodies.
That's just absolutely humongously great.
But there are other issues. Sneezing or swallowing while being treated can impact efficacy. And little known about mucosal immunity development can be difficult. Michael Russell, an expert in
I know this is not one of my challenges, but you can't let down a tomb robbery. This gives a lot of money. If you guys play Jailbreak, you'll know Tomb gives a lot of money. And I'm kind of grinding for 1 mil again. I dropped 2K for that guy because he's absolutely amazing. Probably without I would never be able to rob banks. No. If you know this game, I have the worst luck ever. Guys, you okay? Guys. Okay, I'm gonna grab my mic before you guys start to hate my stream. Oh, I hate this game. Decided to close. Why does every store close on me? This is so annoying.
And on your wedding day, you want to like the way you want to love the way you
While I wait for that bank or tomb to open, and for other robberies to end, I'm gonna just drive around in my Volt. Ah! That scared me. Funny. It's funny that that scared me. Alright, so while we wait for robberies to open, I have a challenge I want to do with the Vault. See how fast I can get across the map. So this is as far as I can get. And the furthest thing away is... I don't know. I don't know. You know, just follow the road until I get all the...
Here are two identical locks with different degrees of damage. Let's try this.
This is
Dove intensive hair conditioner. The glowing areas represent where hair is damaged. Dove can detect and precisely repair hair, so there are almost no more glowing signs of visible damage. Dove intensive repair stops 98% of daily hair damage for evenly nourished hair.
Please tell me no one's gonna ruin my bottom. I like that. Made it to the end of the map. That was actually pretty fun, not gonna
Phil
lie.
Haynes is heading to the polls
Just
Monday
riding
to choose a
the
new
boat bike's
president
fun.
as the country's
Because I
controversial
only go
populist
like
leader,
140
Rodrigo
miles per
Duterte's
hour.
6-year term comes to a close. The leading candidate to
Because I
replace
would
him
only
has
use the
still been
Lambo
made
as
in
we
the
watched on
nation's
our last
political
stream.
history. Ferdinand Marcos
Which
Jr. is the
no
son
one
of
did.
the country's late
If
dictator.
there's even people on the
Say
stream
he's
right
winning
now.
support by
Which
rewriting history.
is
With
no one
nearly
here.
1 million people of Filipino descent living in Canada, many here are watching with great anticipation. Dan Spector.
Cool.
There is a palpable sense of anticipation for Canadians with roots in the Philippines as the Southeast Asian nation approaches a presidential election where it seems no less than democracy itself is at stake.
Why Bongbong? We need to change our country. Unification.
This Montreal unequivocally support for Aaron Marcos Jr. Millions as Bongbong was taking a commanding lead in the polls. His father, Ferdinand Marcos Sr., was the deeply divisive autocrat cracked down on dissent, thrust the country into martial law in the 70s, ouster and exile in the 80s. So how has a former first family with so much political baggage brought reaction like this?
What? I'm not.
The younger Marcos has been accused of running a massive misinformation campaign to rewrite, minimize, and in some cases completely dismiss his father's record. Millions in the Philippines seem convinced, and so are people in Canada.
I know.
Yes.
I read about all of this stuff, but there's no problem with all these things. This is the duster that I was wearing when they arrested me.
This former political prisoner says she was detained, tortured, and sexually assaulted by agents of the first Marcos regime. It's just one of tens of thousands of similar stories, according to Amnesty International. The fear is that political opponents and dissenters will be treated the same way under a new Marcos regime, and the past erased.
The relatives prove that they were killed, some may be executed, tortured.
Human rights lawyer Lenny Wilfredo is Marcos' most serious challenger, but she's being relentlessly smeared on social media and is about 20 points behind in polls.
I see Lenny Wilfredo giving us, I think, the principles of a good government.
Kenny Rose Dante is one of her biggest supporters in Montreal. They got a barrage of angry messages after she had
Like medicine, it tastes like poop. Then take
She sees Robredo as a hopeful step away from a corrupt regime. And if she were to defeat Marcos' information machine, it would be a huge upset. Dan Spector, Global News, Montreal.
Next thing up.
Next 100 years.
My leg like sucks right now. What the? He said he's sad. More reinforcements, my man! Got more reinforcements! Got more reinforcements, my man. I got that charm, son. I'm gonna go to the safe spot. What's my
Because Schneider's slow smoked bacon
No, go
makes
on.
everything taste better.
That what it means? What? Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna need a big boy for this. Pickup truck. That one. Not that one. Not that one.
It's contagious. Let's get on to the prescription treatments that we apply to the man.
Knock it down, knock everything down.
Canadians are getting older. Over the past 20 years, Statistics Canada reports the number of seniors
Okay, bye.
and that number is projected to hit 2.5 million in the next 25 years. Highly exclusive club like Drolet explains. It's a photo shoot 100 years in the making. It's certainly not one Janet Hester ever thought she'd take part in.
Well, it's not going to be 50, 60, 70, 80.
And you talk about Centenarian used to be medicine living 100 has become living 90.
It used to seem almost like this miraculous idea of living to 100. It's now the life expectancy of my own children.
Statistics Canada only started collecting data on centenarians in 2001, when there were just over 3,500 across the country. But over the next decade, that number almost doubled, and then doubled again over the past 10 years. And if you separate by gender, women are almost 5 times as likely to reach 100 than men. Why that is debatable. But the general consensus among health professionals is women have traditionally smoked less and are more active later in life.
And it doesn't need to be running a marathon. It doesn't need to be some Herculean task that you're doing. It really just means getting up and moving more.
We're supposed to just ride in the sun. It's not great.
But that's it.
I don't know how else did. Everywhere else did. Smoke. Drink.
What she has, however, is a keen wit or an active mind. A key factor in the process of joining the Centenarian Club.
It's we make it a big deal.
And we should, because it's
Adios, amigo.
pretty exclusive.
I think this is gonna be the end of this stream. I'm really bored, and you guys probably don't care if watching. Absolutely no one!
Tonight, we leave you with a surprise concert inside a subway station that was turned into a bomb shelter in Kyiv.
I don't. This isn't really long, but I.